This is the most important call to action we've made on Palestine, so I request your attention for the next 3 minutes. At this exact moment, states at the United Nations in New York are negotiating a resolution under Uniting for Peace to establish a protective force to stop Israel's genocide of Palestinians. These negotiations are being held behind closed doors and shielded from public scrutiny, but what they decide concerns all of us. So we have 3 key demands to all states at the General Assembly on Uniting for Peace for Palestine, and we're asking for your support to help make sure they are heard. These demands are, number 1, protect the global Summit flotilla. While states have chosen inaction as Israel exterminates Palestinians, civilians from all over the world are mobilizing to break the inhumane and illegal siege of Gaza. The Summit flotilla, carrying food, aid and medicine, as well as thousands of brave people, is now en route to Gaza to break the siege. Israel has an established history and declared intent to violently hijack these vessels by illegally pirating and detaining the surging flow of people from around the world now sailing towards Gaza. States must therefore immediately deploy military vessels to escort and protect all people on the flotilla to ensure their mission to break the illegal siege succeeds. Number 2, reject the Saudi-French stabilization proposal. We are aware of efforts by these 2 states to build support for a so-called stabilization force for Palestine. We reject this proposal outright as nothing more than a desperate attempt to contain public outrage that will do nothing to end Israel's illegal occupation, colonization, and apartheid over Palestinian land and people. We also strongly reject any demand for the Palestinian armed resistance to disarm or any interference with their guaranteed right to armed resistance against Israel's unlawful occupation. And thirdly, we propose a positive way forward. President Gustavo Petro of Colombia has called for an armed protective force for Palestine. We support this initiative and call on all members of the Hague Group for Palestine, as well as states from the global south with a history of rising against colonialism and racist imperialism, to now form a coalition of the willing to deploy an armed protective force to stop Israel's genocide and dismantle Israel's colonial occupation of Palestine. In a template letter drafted to all UN mission states, we have set out detailed specifics on each of these demands. Unless these 3 demands are met, then people worldwide will continue to find ways to stop Israel's genocide of Palestinians outside the UN system entirely. We have posted this template letter along with the email addresses of all New York UN missions at protect-palestine.com/UNGA. If you support these demands, then take 2 minutes to send this email now from your own account and become part of this historic turning point in the international movement for a free Palestine.